Exposing the truth behind your daily vitamins, this is gonna blow your mind. Did you know that nearly 1 in 3 supplement bottles could be putting your health at risk? If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the endless rows of vitamins at the store, or the flashy ads online, you're not alone. Today, I'm going to show you exactly which vitamin brands you should never take, and which ones are actually safe for you and your family. This information could literally protect your health. The US supplement industry is worth over $60 billion a year, and it's growing fast. Americans spend billions hoping to boost their health, energy, and immunity with pills and powders. In fact, nearly 77% of adults in the United States report taking dietary supplements, according to a 2022 survey by the Council for Responsible Nutrition. But behind those shiny labels and colorful bottles, there's a lot you might not realize. Unlike prescription medications, vitamins and supplements are only loosely regulated by the FDA. That means companies can put products on the shelves without proving they're safe or effective first. The FDA usually steps in only after problems are reported, which can be too late for many consumers. For example, in 2021 alone, the FDA issued over 50 warning letters to supplement companies for violations ranging from unapproved ingredients to false health claims. About 30% of these products fail quality checks, meaning nearly 1 in 3 bottles could be contaminated, mislabeled, or ineffective. That's a huge risk, especially if you're relying on these supplements for your daily nutrition or specific health needs. In some cases, independent labs have found supplements tainted with heavy metals like lead or arsenic, or spiked with prescription drugs that aren't listed on the label. Many popular brands have issues like inaccurate labels, fake ingredients, contamination, and misleading marketing. Some supplements contain far less or even more of the active ingredient than what's listed, while others might include harmful substances not mentioned anywhere on the packaging. For example, a 2015 study published in the New England Journal of Medicine estimated that dietary supplements are responsible for about 23,000 emergency room visits each year in the US, often due to unexpected side effects or contamination. Today, I'll reveal 9 vitamin brands to avoid, brands that have failed independent testing, received warning letters, or have a history of quality control problems. I want you to be able to spot the red flags and make informed choices for yourself and your family. We'll look at real-world examples, like brands that have been caught selling products with dangerous contaminants, or those that have been sued for false advertising. And don't worry, I'll also share 5 brands that are actually safe and reliable, so you can shop with confidence and know you're getting what you pay for. We'll talk about what makes these brands trustworthy, such as third-party testing, transparent labeling, and a strong track record of safety. Let's jump in and get you the real facts you need. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and what to avoid when it comes to choosing your vitamins and supplements. Whether you're shopping for yourself, your kids, or your parents, you'll be equipped to make safer, smarter decisions for your health. Let's kick things off with Sundown Naturals, a brand you've probably seen lining the shelves of nearly every pharmacy and supermarket. Their bright, inviting labels and promises of clean ingredients make them a popular choice for people looking to boost their health. But before you toss a bottle into your cart, it's important to look a little closer at what's really inside. This brand is everywhere, and its affordability and convenience make it tempting for anyone trying to save money or time. But just because you see it in so many places doesn't automatically mean it's a safe or trustworthy option. In fact, the widespread availability of Sundown Naturals is part of what makes it so important to scrutinize. Many consumers assume that if a product is sold in major retailers, it must meet high standards for quality and safety. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. Sundown Naturals has a troubling history when it comes to accurate labeling. What you read on the bottle, whether it's the amount of a vitamin or the list of ingredients, doesn't always match what's actually inside. This can be a big problem if you're relying on supplements for your health. For example, a 2015 investigation by the New York State Attorney General's office found that several major supplement brands, including Sundown Naturals, were selling products that contained little to none of the ingredients listed on the label. Instead, some bottles were filled with cheap fillers like rice powder or even substances that could trigger allergies, such as wheat or soy, without proper disclosure. Independent lab tests have uncovered some unsettling findings. In several cases, bottles were found to contain missing or even fake ingredients and sometimes potentially harmful contaminants. This means you might not be getting what you paid for. Or worse, you could be putting your health at risk. For instance, Consumer Lab and other third-party testers have reported inconsistencies in the potency and purity of Sundown Naturals products. In some cases, supplements contained less than half of the advertised active ingredient, while others were contaminated with heavy metals or unlisted substances. Another major concern is the lack of transparency about where Sundown Naturals sources their ingredients. Without clear information about the origins and quality of these ingredients, it's hard to know exactly what you're putting into your body. Many supplement companies, including Sundown Naturals, source raw materials from overseas suppliers, where regulations can be much less strict than in the United States. This opens the door to contamination, adulteration, and inconsistent quality. Sure, the price tag might be appealing, and grabbing a bottle off the shelf is easy. But when it comes to your health, cutting corners can have real consequences. Sometimes, saving a few dollars just isn't worth the potential risk. In fact, the FDA does not require supplements to be proven safe or effective before they hit the market, so the responsibility falls on the consumer to choose wisely. At the end of the day, choosing Sundown Naturals is a gamble. With so many questions about what's really in the bottle, you're rolling the dice every time you buy one. When it comes to supplements, it pays to do your homework and choose brands that are transparent and trustworthy. Look for companies that provide third-party testing results, clear sourcing information, and a track record of quality. Your health is too important to leave up to chance. Puritan's Pride is a name you'll see everywhere, from drugstores to online retailers. The company has been around since the 1970s, building a reputation as a budget-friendly supplement brand. But a closer look reveals some serious concerns that go beyond just price. Over the years, Puritan's Pride has faced multiple recalls, some for contamination with dangerous substances, others for mislabeling ingredients. For example, in 2016, the company recalled certain supplements due to possible contamination with salmonella, a bacteria that can cause serious illness. And in 2019, another recall was issued after products were found to contain undeclared allergens, putting people with allergies at risk. One of the biggest issues is inconsistent dosing. Independent lab tests have repeatedly shown that the actual amount of vitamins or minerals in Puritan's Pride products can be significantly different from what's listed on the label. In some cases, pills contained less than half the stated dose. In others, they exceeded safe limits. This kind of inconsistency can be dangerous, especially for people who rely on precise supplementation for medical reasons. For anyone managing a health condition, like osteoporosis, anemia, or vitamin deficiencies, accurate dosing is critical. If you're taking a supplement to fill a nutritional gap, you need to know exactly what you're getting. With Puritan's Pride, that's often a guessing game, which can undermine your health goals or even cause harm. Another red flag is the lack of consistent third-party testing. Unlike reputable brands that submit their products to independent labs for verification, Puritan's Pride often skips this crucial step. Third-party testing checks for purity, potency, and contaminants, giving you confidence that what's on the label is actually in the bottle. Without it, there's no way to be sure of the product's safety or effectiveness. If you value your health and peace of mind, it's wise to be cautious. Many consumers have reported issues with Puritan's Pride, from ineffective products to unexpected side effects. Doing your own research and choosing brands with transparent quality control can make a big difference. There are safer options out there, brands that invest in rigorous testing and quality assurance. Look for supplements with third-party certifications like USP, NSF, or Consumer Lab. These seals mean the product has been independently verified for purity and potency, so you can trust what you're putting in your body. GNC, or General Nutrition Centers, is a household name in the world of health and wellness. With thousands of stores across the United States and a strong online presence, GNC has become synonymous with vitamins, supplements, and nutritional products. For decades, millions have trusted GNC to help them achieve their fitness and health goals, relying on the brand's reputation for expertise and variety. But as with many large corporations, a well-known name doesn't always guarantee safety or transparency. In fact, GNC's popularity may have allowed some serious issues to go unnoticed by the average consumer for far too long. Over the years, GNC has faced a series of legal troubles that have shaken consumer confidence. The company has been sued multiple times for misleading marketing practices, including making claims about the effectiveness or purity of their supplements that simply weren't true. For example, in 2015, the New York Attorney General's office investigated GNC and other major retailers after DNA testing revealed that many herbal supplements did not contain the ingredients listed on their labels. Instead, some products were found to contain cheap fillers, like rice powder, houseplants, or even substances that could trigger allergic reactions. In several high-profile cases, authorities found that products sold under the GNC label didn't match what was promised on the packaging, leading to lawsuits, settlements, and public apologies. Even more concerning, some GNC products were discovered to be contaminated with substances not listed on the label, These unlisted ingredients can pose real health risks, especially for people with allergies, sensitivities, or underlying health conditions. In some instances, the contamination was so severe that products had to be pulled from shelves, raising serious questions about the company's quality control and safety standards. For example, in 2015, GNC agreed to implement new testing procedures after being accused of selling supplements containing unapproved ingredients like picomalan and BMPEA, substances that can have powerful effects on the nervous system and are banned in several countries. Independent studies and lab tests have found heavy metals, banned substances, and other unwanted contaminants in certain GNC supplements. For instance, a 2018 investigation by Consumer Reports found that some protein powders and supplements sold at GNC contained measurable levels of heavy metals like lead, arsenic, and cadmium. These toxic elements can accumulate in the body over time, potentially leading to neurological damage, kidney problems, and even cancer. Consumers expect supplements to support their health, not put it at risk, and these findings are especially troubling given the vulnerable populations, such as athletes, seniors, and people with chronic illnesses, who often rely on supplements for daily nutrition. Despite its big reputation and widespread presence, GNC has let many customers down with persistent quality issues and a lack of transparency. Some shoppers have reported feeling betrayed after learning about these problems, and many have chosen to return products or stop shopping at GNC altogether. In online forums and consumer watchdog sites, complaints about mislabeled products, unexpected side effects, and poor customer service are not uncommon. The company's repeated run-ins with regulators and consumer advocates have only added to the sense of mistrust. It's easy to be drawn in by flashy marketing, bold claims, and eye-catching packaging. GNC invests heavily in advertising and influencer partnerships, often promoting their products as essential for peak performance or optimal health. But don't let these distractions keep you from looking deeper into what you're actually buying. The truth is, marketing can sometimes cover up real issues that could affect your health. The supplement industry, in the US, is loosely regulated, and companies are not required to prove the safety or effectiveness of their products before they hit the shelves. If you want to protect your health and get the most out of your supplements, it's important to do your research and choose brands with a proven track record for safety and quality. Look for products that are third-party tested, certified by organizations like NSF International or USP, and transparent about their sourcing and manufacturing processes. There are more reliable options out there, if you know what to look for and take the time to make informed choices. Remember, your health is too important to leave to chance or clever marketing. Garden of Life is a popular brand, often praised for its natural and organic image. Their products are widely available in health food stores and are marketed as being made from whole foods, raw ingredients, and free from synthetic additives. But just because a supplement is labeled organic or natural, doesn't automatically mean it's safe or the best choice for everyone. In fact, many Garden of Life supplements contain vitamin and mineral amounts that far exceed the recommended daily allowances. For example, some of their multivitamins provide over 300% of the daily value for certain B vitamins and more than 500% for vitamin C. While it might seem like more is better, excessive intake of vitamins, especially fat-soluble ones like vitamins A, D, E, and K, can build up in your body and cause toxicity over time. Even water-soluble vitamins, when taken in extreme amounts, can lead to side effects like nerve damage or digestive issues. Another concern is ingredient sourcing and manufacturing consistency. While Garden of Life emphasizes transparency, there have been reports and recalls related to cross-contamination with allergens such as soy, dairy, or nuts. For people with allergies or sensitivities, even trace amounts can trigger serious reactions. In 2017, the FDA issued a recall for some of their products due to potential contamination, highlighting the importance of strict quality control in the supplement industry. Oversupplementing can put unnecessary stress on your liver and kidneys, and in some cases lead to symptoms like nausea, headaches, or even more severe health problems. For example, too much vitamin D can cause calcium buildup in the blood, while excess vitamin A can lead to liver damage. It's important to remember that supplements are meant to fill nutritional gaps, not replace a balanced diet, or provide megadoses of nutrients. Don't be fooled by greenwashing or marketing buzzwords. Always look for third-party certifications like NSF or USP, which indicate that a product has been independently tested for quality and purity. Check for transparent ingredient lists, and be wary of supplements that promise unrealistic health benefits or contain proprietary blends that hide exact dosages. Remember, more isn't always better when it comes to vitamins. It's often safer and more effective to get your nutrients from a varied, whole food diet. If you do choose to supplement, consult with a healthcare professional to determine what you actually need, rather than relying on marketing claims or high dosages that could do more harm than good. Flintstones vitamins may bring back childhood memories for many parents, but it's important to look beyond the nostalgia. These popular chewable vitamins are loaded with artificial colors, flavors, and sweeteners, ingredients that are added to make them taste and look appealing to kids. Many of these artificial colors, such as red 40, yellow 6, and blue 2, have been linked in studies to hyperactivity and behavioral issues in children. Some research even suggests a possible connection to allergic reactions and other health concerns. In fact, several of these additives are banned or strictly regulated in countries like the UK and throughout the European Union, where stricter guidelines exist for children's supplements. Yet, in the US, they're still commonly found in many mainstream brands. Another concern is the sugar content. Some children's vitamins, including Flintstones, contain as much sugar per serving as a piece of candy. This not only undermines the health benefits, but can also contribute to tooth decay and unhealthy eating habits. When choosing a multivitamin for your child, look for brands that use minimal additives, avoid artificial colors and sweeteners, and provide vitamins in bioavailable forms, like methylcobalamin for B12 and methylfolate for folate, so your child's body can actually absorb and use the nutrients. Flintstones vitamins might be fun and familiar, but your child's health is no joke. Take the time to read labels, understand what's inside, and choose supplements that truly support your child's well-being, without unnecessary additives or artificial ingredients. Whole Foods 365 is often viewed as a trustworthy, healthy store brand, thanks to the company's reputation for organic and natural products. But when it comes to their vitamins and supplements, the reality is more complicated. Many consumers assume that buying from Whole Foods guarantees higher quality, but the 365 line has faced criticism for inconsistency in both potency and purity. The main issue is that Whole Foods 365 supplements are sourced from a variety of third-party manufacturers. This means that the same vitamin, say a bottle of 365 vitamin D, could be produced by entirely different companies at different times, each with their own quality standards and manufacturing processes. As a result, the potency, purity, and even the inactive ingredients can vary widely from batch to batch. This lack of consistency has real consequences. Independent lab tests have found that some 365 supplements contain less of the active ingredient than what's listed on the label, while others may have more, or even contain unlisted fillers. For example, a 2017 investigation by Consumer Lab found that certain store-brand supplements, including some from Whole Foods, failed to meet label claims for potency. Transparency is another major concern. Whole Foods does not always disclose which manufacturers are producing their 365 supplements, making it difficult for consumers to research the quality and safety of the products they're buying. Without clear information about ingredient sourcing and testing protocols, it's hard to know exactly what you're getting. Some 365 supplements have even been found to lack third-party testing certifications, which are crucial for verifying label accuracy and screening for contaminants like heavy metals or harmful additives. Don't be fooled by the store's healthy image. Always look for supplements that have been independently tested by organizations like USP, NSF, or Consumer Lab. When it comes to supplements, consistency and reliability are essential for your health. Always research the brand, check for third-party testing, and don't assume that a store's reputation guarantees the quality of its supplements. Your health deserves more than just a familiar label. Choose wisely. Nature's Bounty is a household name, found in nearly every pharmacy and supermarket, but just because it's popular doesn't mean it's the best choice for your health. In fact, there are several concerns you should know about before reaching for that familiar green and gold bottle. One major issue is absorption. Many of Nature's Bounty's vitamins use cheaper, less bioavailable forms of nutrients, like magnesium oxide or synthetic vitamin E, which your body struggles to absorb efficiently. For example, studies have shown that magnesium oxide is absorbed at a rate of only about 4%, meaning most of it passes right through your system unused. So, even if you're taking your vitamins daily, you might not be getting the full benefit your body needs. Another concern is label accuracy. Independent lab tests have repeatedly found discrepancies between what's listed on Nature's Bounty labels and what's actually inside the bottle. In some cases, products contain significantly less of the advertised nutrient, or even unlisted ingredients. This lack of consistency can be especially risky for people relying on supplements to address specific health needs. Transparency is also a problem. Nature's Bounty doesn't always disclose where their ingredients come from, or how their products are manufactured. This lack of openness makes it difficult to verify the quality and safety of what you're putting into your body. In an industry where contamination and adulteration are real risks, knowing the source and process matters. All these issues add up. If you're looking for supplements that truly deliver on their promises, Nature's Bounty often falls short. Many consumers have reported feeling no difference after months of use, and some have even experienced side effects from questionable additives. You deserve better than inconsistent quality and vague sourcing. Look for brands that use highly absorbable forms of nutrients, are transparent about their sourcing, and undergo rigorous third-party testing. Your health is worth the extra effort. Great Value, Walmart's popular store brand, is known for its low prices and widespread availability. But when it comes to vitamins and supplements, that bargain price tag can come with significant risks that many shoppers aren't aware of. Independent laboratory testing has repeatedly found issues with Great Value supplements, including contamination with unwanted substances and missing or inaccurate ingredients. In some cases, products have failed to contain the advertised amounts of key nutrients, or have been found to include potentially harmful fillers and additives. These problems often stem from cost-cutting measures in sourcing and manufacturing. Unlike premium brands that invest in rigorous quality control, Great Value may use cheaper suppliers and less stringent testing. This can result in supplements that are not only less effective, but potentially unsafe. Label inaccuracies are common, making it difficult for consumers to know what they're really getting. For example, a 2017 study by Consumer Lab found that some Great Value multivitamins contained less than half the stated amount of certain nutrients, while others were contaminated with heavy metals. Choosing a cheap supplement might seem like a smart way to save money, but it can actually put your health at risk and cost you more in the long run. Don't gamble with your health just to save a few bucks. When it comes to vitamins, investing in a reputable brand with transparent sourcing and third-party testing is always the safer choice. Vitafusion is one of the most recognizable gummy vitamin brands on the market, and it's easy to see why people love them. The flavors are appealing, the texture is fun, and they're marketed as a convenient alternative to swallowing pills, especially for kids and adults who dislike tablets. But here's the catch: these gummies are often loaded with sugar. In fact, some Vitafusion products contain up to 3 grams of sugar per serving, which can add up quickly if you're taking multiple supplements daily. That's almost as much sugar as some candies. Excess sugar intake is linked to weight gain, tooth decay, and even increased risk of chronic diseases like diabetes. Another concern is the form of vitamins used in gummies. Manufacturers often use cheaper, less bioavailable forms of nutrients to keep costs down and maintain the candy-like texture. For example, you might find synthetic vitamin E or folic acid instead of the more effective natural forms. Plus, gummies are more prone to degradation from heat and humidity, which means you might not be getting the full potency listed on the label. And with Vitafusion, there's a lack of consistent third-party testing, so you can't always be sure what's actually inside each bottle. If you really prefer gummies, look for brands that use minimal sugar or sugar substitutes like stevia, and always check for third-party verification from organizations like USP or NSF. These seals mean the product has been independently tested for quality and purity, so you know you're getting what's promised on the label. Remember, vitamins should support your health, not sabotage it with unnecessary sugar or questionable ingredients. Whenever possible, choose high-quality supplements and focus on getting most of your nutrients from a balanced diet rich in whole foods. Your health deserves more than just a sweet treat. Spring Valley, Walmart's in-house supplement line, is one of the most widely available vitamin brands in the United States, but despite its popularity and affordability, Spring Valley has a troubling track record when it comes to product safety and quality control. Over the past decade, the brand has faced multiple recalls due to contamination, mislabeling, and the presence of unapproved ingredients. For example, in 2016, several Spring Valley supplements were pulled from shelves after tests revealed the presence of undeclared allergens and potentially harmful substances. Inconsistent dosing is a major concern with Spring Valley products. Independent lab analyses have repeatedly shown that the actual amount of vitamins and minerals in these supplements often doesn't match what's listed on the label. In some cases, products contained less than half the advertised dosage, while others exceeded safe limits. This kind of variability can be dangerous, especially for people relying on supplements to address specific health needs or deficiencies. Transparency is another major issue. Spring Valley often provides vague or incomplete information about ingredient sourcing and manufacturing practices. Unlike reputable brands that disclose where their ingredients come from and how they're tested, Spring Valley's labels and website offer little reassurance. This lack of transparency makes it difficult for consumers to know what they're really getting, or to trust that the products are safe and effective. These aren't just minor mistakes or isolated incidents, they represent serious safety concerns. Contaminated or mislabeled supplements can cause allergic reactions, interact dangerously with medications, or lead to vitamin toxicity. In some cases, consumers have reported adverse health effects after taking Spring Valley products, prompting further investigations and recalls. For your health and peace of mind, it's best to steer clear of Spring Valley and choose brands with proven safety records, transparent labeling, and third-party testing. Look for supplements that are certified by organizations like USP or NSF, and always consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement regimen. Your safety is worth the extra effort. Centrum is one of the most recognizable and widely sold multivitamin brands in the world, found in nearly every pharmacy and supermarket. Its popularity is largely due to aggressive marketing and affordable pricing, making it a go-to choice for many consumers. However, what most people don't realize is that Centrum relies heavily on synthetic forms of vitamins and minerals, which are often less effective than their natural counterparts. Many of the nutrients in Centrum, such as vitamin E, in the form of DL-alpha tocopherol acetate, or vitamin B12 as cyanocobalamin, are synthetic versions that the body may not absorb or utilize as efficiently as natural forms. For example, studies have shown that natural vitamin E, D-alpha tocopherol, is absorbed twice as well as the synthetic version. Similarly, the body processes methylcobalamin, a natural form of B12, more effectively than the synthetic cyanocobalamin found in many mass-market supplements. In addition to synthetic nutrients, Centrum products often contain a variety of additives, fillers, artificial colors, and preservatives. Ingredients like titanium dioxide, polyethylene glycol, and artificial dyes are commonly used to improve appearance and shelf life, but they offer no nutritional value and may even cause adverse reactions in sensitive individuals. Some people report digestive discomfort, headaches, or allergic responses after taking supplements with these unnecessary additives. Another major concern is transparency. Centrum does not provide detailed information about the sourcing or quality of its ingredients, and the company does not submit its products for independent, third-party testing. This means there's no external verification of potency, purity, or safety, leaving consumers in the dark about what they're really getting. In an industry where contamination and mislabeling are real risks, third-party testing is a crucial safeguard that reputable brands provide. For better health outcomes, it's wise to choose brands that use high-quality, bioavailable ingredients, such as natural forms of vitamins and chelated minerals, and that are transparent about their sourcing and manufacturing processes. Look for supplements that are certified by independent organizations like NSF International or USP, and always check for clear, trustworthy labeling. Investing in a reputable brand may cost a bit more, but it ensures you're actually getting the nutrients your body needs, without unnecessary or potentially harmful additives. Now, let's talk about brands that are actually safe and reliable. In a market flooded with questionable supplements, it's crucial to know which companies truly prioritize your health. Designs for Health stands out for its rigorous third-party testing, use of high-quality ingredients, and commitment to full transparency. Every batch is tested for purity and potency, ensuring you get exactly what's on the label, nothing more, nothing less. Unlike many brands that use cheap, poorly absorbed forms of vitamins, Designs for Health uses bioavailable forms of nutrients, like methylated B vitamins and chelated minerals, so your body can actually absorb and utilize them efficiently. This means you're not just taking a pill, you're actually getting the benefits. Designs for Health is also known for what they leave out. There are no unnecessary fillers, artificial colors, or harmful additives, just clean, effective supplements. This is especially important for people with allergies or sensitivities, or anyone who wants to avoid hidden chemicals in their daily routine. Whether you're an athlete, a busy parent, or someone managing a chronic condition, Designs for Health offers targeted formulas to support a wide range of health needs. Their products are trusted by healthcare professionals and recommended in clinical settings across the country. It's a brand that truly puts quality first, from sourcing raw materials to final product testing. In fact, Designs for Health is often considered the gold standard among nutritionists and integrative health practitioners. If you're looking for supplements you can trust, Designs for Health is a name you can rely on for safety, efficacy, and transparency. Metagenics stands out in the supplement industry for its unwavering commitment to science-backed nutrition and rigorous quality control. Founded in 1983, Metagenics has built its reputation on developing supplements that are not only effective, but also safe and reliable for consumers. Unlike many generic brands, Metagenics uses highly bioavailable forms of vitamins and minerals, such as methylated B vitamins and chelated minerals, which are easier for your body to absorb and utilize. This means you get more benefit from each dose, and less is wasted. Every batch of Metagenics supplements undergoes extensive third-party testing for purity, potency, and contaminants like heavy metals, pesticides, and allergens. This ensures that what's listed on the label is exactly what's in the bottle. no hidden fillers or dangerous additives. Metagenics is also transparent about their ingredient sourcing and manufacturing processes. They provide traceability for raw materials, so you can see exactly where each ingredient comes from. Their facilities are GMP certified, meaning they follow strict good manufacturing practices to ensure safety and consistency. What truly sets Metagenics apart is their dedication to research. Their products are formulated based on the latest clinical studies and scientific evidence, and they often participate in peer-reviewed research to validate the effectiveness and safety of their supplements. Each formula is carefully dosed to match what's been shown to work in real-world studies. If you're looking for a supplement brand that prioritizes quality, transparency, and proven results, Metagenics is a solid choice. Their commitment to science and safety makes them a trusted option for both healthcare professionals and everyday consumers alike. When it comes to choosing supplements you can truly rely on, 3 brands consistently rise above the rest: Orthomolecular, Pure Encapsulations, and Thorne. These companies have earned their reputations as the gold standard in the supplement industry, thanks to their unwavering commitment to quality, transparency, and science-backed formulations. Orthomolecular is renowned for its pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing processes and rigorous quality control. Every batch is tested for potency and purity, ensuring that what's on the label is exactly what's in the bottle. Their products are often recommended by integrative and functional medicine practitioners for patients with specific health needs, such as immune support or metabolic balance. Pure Encapsulations has built its reputation on clean, hypoallergenic ingredients and full transparency. Each supplement is free from unnecessary additives, artificial colors, and common allergens like gluten, dairy, and soy. They also provide detailed certificates of analysis and undergo third-party testing to verify purity and potency. For example, their magnesium glycinate is a favorite among healthcare professionals for its gentle, effective formulation. Thorne stands out for its focus on bioavailability and clinical research. Their supplements are formulated for optimal absorption, using forms of nutrients that the body can easily utilize. Thorne invests heavily in scientific studies and partners with organizations like the Mayo Clinic and U.S. Olympic teams to ensure their products meet the highest standards. Their Basic Nutrients multivitamin line is widely trusted for comprehensive daily support. All 3 brands are committed to avoiding unnecessary fillers, artificial preservatives, and allergens, making them ideal choices for people with sensitivities or those seeking the purest possible supplements. If you're looking for brands that prioritize your health and safety, Orthomolecular, Pure Encapsulations, and Thorne are names you can trust, backed by science, transparency, and a proven track record of excellence. When it comes to supplements, not all products are created equal. The supplement industry is vast and largely unregulated, so it's up to you to be your own advocate. Take the time to compare labels, research brands, and truly understand what you're putting into your body. Your health is worth it. The wrong supplement can waste your money and even put your health at risk. Some have been found to contain harmful contaminants, unlisted ingredients, or dangerously high dosages. The FDA has issued warnings and recalls for hundreds of dietary supplements over the years. If a product makes wild promises or seems too good to be true, trust your instincts and steer clear. Protect yourself by choosing brands that invest in third-party testing, offer transparent sourcing, and use bioavailable ingredients your body can actually absorb. Look for certifications from organizations like USP, NSF, or Consumer Lab. These mean the product has been independently tested for quality and purity. And always avoid supplements with proprietary blends that hide ingredient amounts. Most importantly, talk to a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement, especially if you have health conditions or take medications. Some supplements can interact with prescriptions or worsen certain issues. A doctor, pharmacist, or registered dietitian can help you make the safest, smartest choices for your unique needs. Here's the bottom line: supplements should support, not replace, a balanced diet and healthy lifestyle. Focus on whole foods, regular movement, and good sleep as your foundation. You have the power to make informed, confident choices for your health. Stay curious, stay proactive.